Hi everybody, my name is Jason, spelled Jason. My Super Mario Maker account username is rbach22, which is spelled capital A, lowercase r, lowercase b, lowercase o, lowercase k, 22. What are some of your favorite Super Mario Maker levels? I like Sammy's levels, which is Pink Kitty Rose's Super Mario Maker account. Also, I like my levels, of course. And on another topic, what are your favorite paradoxes? First, let me explain what a paradox is. A paradox is a statement that is at least seemingly contradictory, but it can also actually contradict itself as well. I'll tell you two, at least, favorite paradoxes of mine. The first paradox is, this statement is lying to you. If that statement is saying what it's saying it is lying to you, meaning this statement is lying to you. But if that statement is warning that it's lying to you, then it would of course be telling the truth. But of course, if it is telling the truth, then it's not lying to you after all. But since the statement is lying to you, then the statement of course is false. But since the statement is telling the truth that it's lying to you, then of course it's telling the truth, false, etc. You get the idea. On to the next paradox. The next paradox is someone with absolutely no impossibilities paradox. Absolutely means without restrictions, and without restriction. Anyway, in this paradox, this is just hypothetical regarding Nigella for me, but let's say Nigella for me, a favorite YouTuber of mine, absolutely nothing is impossible for her. According to this paradox, she could literally do anything, but of course that would mean it's impossible for her to have impossibilities, and also it would mean it's impossible for her to have an impossibility. But if those are true, then she is not actually someone who absolutely nothing's impossible for her. But since in this hypothetical example, she is someone who absolutely nothing is impossible for her, then of course it's possible for her to have an impossibility. But if that's true, then she's not someone without impossibilities. But if she is someone without impossibilities, then that would mean it's impossible for her to have impossibilities. But if that's true, then she actually does have impossibilities, which are having an impossibility, having impossibilities, but then she would be someone without impossibilities, but then she would be someone with impossibilities. You get the paradox idea. And a final paradox I want to tell you about is the grandfather paradox. Let's say a time traveler goes back in time and kills his grandfather. But if he kills his grandfather, then that would mean he is never born, which means he can't go back in time. But since he did go back in time, he did exist. But according to the paradox, if he goes back in time and kills his grandfather, then he never existed, then he couldn't go back in time in the first place. So please feel free to discuss your favorite paradoxes or Super Mario Maker stuff, or both. in the comment section below. Peace out. Bye-bye.